edition for all you thousands getting up with us. Our second show of the year. Joe, we started our 14th year here in Athens yesterday. Hallelujah.
They haven't kicked us out yet.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
It ain't snowing yet, so no need to put them chains on your tires.
Don't
We got a full
panic.
house this morning. Dusty, Danny, Joe in here this morning.
No
over on
panicking.
Sin 2. There they are over there. Good morning, Joseph. Mustang Man, we'll do a report this morning. Greg.
Morning, roll tide.
Our school teacher,
Roll
buddy,
Tide.
and Zack.
Roll
Fired
tide.
up and ready to go this morning. Joe has brought us some donuts this morning.
And they were good.
They're good,
Yeah, man.
too. Zack, how many did you eat?
You didn't eat one.
Hey, don't get used to today. It's going to be chilly, but ain't nothing about what it's going to be. Let's go to the weather right now. Here she is to tell you, snow cream for the weekend.
If you're lucky, you'll barely here in Athens possibly see a little dusting. That's about it. But this morning it sure is cold. 31 degrees out there this morning. Don't think it's going to be all that warm today. High temperatures of 44, so that's not too bad. It won't stay 31, 32 degrees. Low temperatures of 26. Looky there. Tomorrow, though, awful cold. Glad we don't have to be here in the morning. 29 degrees for the high. That is the high. And yes, snow word for Friday. Unfortunately, just a dusting expected here in Athens area. And look at the rest of the weekend. Things will start to warm up slowly, but then next week, check out 55, 56 degrees. And let me remind you, Roy Williams was with us yesterday, Herbs and More, and don't forget this upcoming Monday is sale day again. Everyone thought they were closed last Monday, so they're going to do it again for you folks. But if you mention Cooper and Company, you get 25% off of these products. He said, start out healthy, clean out that system, get on that MSM plus C, and get yourself better.
Hey, speaking of Roy, good plug you threw him.
Yeah, I sure did. You tell him that yesterday?
Healthy?
Yeah.
We talked about that yesterday up there. And then you talking about that. And, well, what's up, little Saban?
Oh, not much, Jamie. Roll Tide.
You know, it was 10 years ago yesterday Saban was hired.
Yeah, sure was.
Best move ever
Changed,
made.
ain't it?
Yeah, it's changed.
So, hey, if y'all's pipes freeze this weekend, y'all need to give Chuck a call at All-Star right there, too. 232
be out there wrapping
1 2
them.
3 4. Because they could possibly freeze if it gets
You know, if Trump makes the same kind of impact Saban did, life's gonna be good again, right?
Hallelujah. You just told a story. You went to the 79 championship game,
Right,
the 92 championship game, and you're
Right.
going to this championship game.
right.
You said you, Patsy, and another couple drove a Pinto.
Pinto. Sure did. To New Orleans. Rode all around New Orleans. It was awesome.
That had to be packed. Where was
It
your
was.
luggage? Or did you have any?
It was in the back. It's a hatchback.
Pinto.
It was good. It was
Joe,
a
you know
good
what a
time.
Pinto is?
Remember
One
beans?
of Ford,
Little bitty car.
one of Ford
Is that
vehicles,
Pinto
the worst
beans?
cars ever, I guess.
Yeah,
Besides the Edsel,
yeah.
obviously.
What would you compare it to a Pinto? He doesn't know what a Pinto is. Right now, there's really
One of those
nothing.
little Mini Coopers.
You should.
Mini
That Mini
Cooper,
Cooper looks
luxurious
cool.
Pinto.
Yeah.
You should ask the car man himself would know.
They didn't have none of them
Yeah,
in New
Joe,
York
Joe,
City.
a Ford man over there. What
What
would
would it be?
compare today to a Pinto?
New York City.
Maybe a Chevy Cruze hatchback, maybe. This one's smaller than that,
It's
but
tiny.
yeah, they exploded on the dime because they had an exploding gas tank.
They sure did.
It was an extra feat.
About the size
I was going so
of a
fast,
Kia.
nobody could hit me in the back.
Hey, I had a little Honda. I had one of the first Honda Civics ever. You could barely get in it. And now with a knee operation, I couldn't get in there because I couldn't stretch my knee out. Hey, welcome back to the program. Y'all know yesterday was our first show. What I got for Christmas was a brand new knee. Compliments of Ortho Sports in Athens Hospital, so I'm alive and well. It's tough on an old man trying to walk around. And down at Dreher, they're taking care of me. That hour and a half I spend down there 3 days a week. Woo-wee.
Rough, isn't it?
Boy, yeah. That when they say it's time for the ice, hallelujah, I'm in on that. But right now, let's take time out to go talk about chicken, fried chicken, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Here's sports with Bama Zack.
It's time for Sports with Bama Zack. Brought to you by Kentucky Fried Chicken. The best fried chicken in Athens and Limestone County.
Hey, right now we're
live,
talking
Joe.
KFC. Go out to KFC, they get you lunch, supper, whatever. They got to take care of you. If you ain't on anything, like I said, go see Roy and them any day of the week. Not just Monday, but any day
Now,
of the
Zack,
week.
is it true you're taking Tuesday off?
I have already put in for Tuesday off. I took off the Tuesday the last couple of years, and it's been
Let's go ahead and
pretty
get your
good work.
prediction in case I forget it later in the program.
I'm kind of like Greg, what I think Greg mentioned there. I think I'm saying right now 31-13.
What?
13.
Oh, come on, no.
Everybody talks about with Deshaun Watson last year. Our defense was slow, couldn't get to him. We're quicker, leaner, faster. We'll get to Deshaun Watson. He won't get 400 yards on us.
He's thrown 17 interceptions.
Yeah, I know. He's prone to make mistakes. And what do? We take advantage of mistakes.
Right.
And
I like that we attitude, Zack.
And I think Steve Sarkisian, who Coach Saban yesterday in practice said that after a press conference said that he is doing well, the team's responding well, and everything looks good.
Well, he's not going to tell you if they're not, is he?
And according to, like I said, Coach Pugh said yesterday, he heard that Sarkisian's been working on game plan for the last 2 weeks, so he already knows what was going on. He's done a lot more than what people know
Can't be
about.
no worse than what happened Saturday.
That's right. That was
Hey,
good.
we've got 4 new enrollees already down there. Alex Leatherwood, big offensive lineman, defensive end, Isaiah Buggs, Kyrick McDonald from Madison, and Chadarius Townsend from Tanner.
Yeah,
Don't know if
man.
he still is already practicing or not, but Coach Saban, I think, was kind of confused, and somebody asked him that question yesterday. But we actually had the last interview with Chadarius Townsend on Tailgate Talk Saturday. You know, he can't talk for a year. You know, Coach Saban puts the lid, so we had him. His dad, Dale, was up there and did video. So you can go on YouTube or my Facebook or Applebee's Tailgate Facebook page and see the last interview with Chadarius Townsend before he went to Alabama on Monday.
Did you hear what Kiffin said when asked, can you tell us about the best moments with Saban?
Oh, he
asked you in-
that was like a joke.
what
I
he
mean,
said?
everybody's taking.
What happened?
He was ungrateful. He was joking
What happened?
around.
Think so?
Yeah.
I hope so.
That was just being.
Yeah,
that
he
was
just,
just being.
his mind's already on his
Kiffin
job.
being Kiffin.
Coaching job.
Somebody
he's
said it
got.
ain't like it's Florida State or Florida.
Right, it's Florida and
But
Lambeau.
still, he's going to be in
This is what I was
charge.
told, Jamie. They said when Bradley Bozeman came on the sidelines, he said, "What is going on? Why are we getting 2 delay of game calls?" He said, "Coach, right there trying to run plays we haven't run all season." They said basically that was when Saban said
Finebaum ain't cut him
it
no
was
slack
time
this week.
to. It was time to
He
make a
hadn't.
move.
I want to
so.
listen to that.
Sean Watson, he is a game changer. We know what he can do, but we're shutting him down Saturday. That's
Oh,
done.
breaking news.
And,
Donnie shut up Huddleston, RTR, this morning.
There you go. Yeah, he's
All right.
yeah,
He's on his
jumping
way
the
to
band.
a
He saw
We
the
don't
light.
need you, Donnie. Stay with the LSU Tigers. Matt Ryan
that
shrugging
game?
off MVP talk. There's
Zack.
going to be a lot of guys up for that.
Man, I
Julio
hope
Jones
they
asked
don't lose.
Julio about Sarkisian taking over. Said that's just small thing. Said he'll do fine. And Vandy last night in basketball routed Auburn 80-61. Hey, Jamie just said this. I'm sorry, Brad.
Oh, it's basketball. Who cares about that anyway? Basketball. Who cares about that anyway? Hey, later we're going to talk about our men's group. That's the men's conference coming up on the 10th. We plugged it yesterday. That's in Friday in February.
Right.
So we'll talk more about that in just a little bit. And Daniel, I guess you're unemployed today. You're here.
I am. It's amazing what a day difference makes, though. I'm up, I guess, I don't know what they call this, but
Academy Award.
I mean, it's between me and another guy for a show coming on with. It's Jason Bateman, and it'll be two scenes, good scenes, with Laura Linney and Jason Bateman
Good.
in a new TV show he's directing.
Show
And,
off.
So yeah, that's yesterday.
But Joe
was
just
nice.
got his big
We can start calling
debut
him
this
name dropper.
weekend, don't he?
Yeah, it's coming out this weekend. Actually, it's on tonight
Yeah.
at Hollywood 18 and
Oh, wow.
Monaco.
Look at you, movie
Joe's
stars.
big money.
Wow.
I feel like a midget in here now. With all you icons. Hey, let me take a break. My first break on this second day of the new year for us. Thank y'all for getting up and watching. You can always see all this
Oh,
on YouTube.
I thought it was
Facebook,
me.
somewhere. What?
She said, I said it's cold. She said, well, it's hot in here. I said, well, it's probably me in
We're
here.
trying to say when you see the bill. Y'all, hang on. And now, let's talk about Judge Jamie alive and well. Can't walk too good, but I can sit here and talk a mile a minute. Can't I, Joe?
Yes, sir.
In case y'all don't remember, it's been a year since y'all played. Wrong answer. Right answer. Vienna sausages. Okay, here we go right now. And according, the city council has a big meeting tonight to go over.
Alcohol sales on Sunday.
Big meeting.
That's not the question. When did Athens vote to go wet?
2003.
Wrong.
2016.
2007.
2004 would be the right answer. How many official residents does Athens have?
Official residents, 31,400.
Wrong.
28.
34,000.
We have 25,000, with 5,000 of those at Lindsay Lane Baptist Church. Yes, you missed out on the question yesterday with Danny and Joseph here. The number of Baptists in the state of Alabama, it's like, what, that was 60-something%?
62, 64.
63%, I think. All right, they want to do some repairs on the Richard Martin Trail that goes from down in Athens up to Piney Chapel Road up to Elkmont.
Yeah.
How long is that trail officially?
8.5 miles.
10 miles.
That's the right answer, 10.2 miles. Here's the question though, about how many people, according to this estimate here, walked that trail last year?
The whole year?
Not
Yes.
many.
Like calendar year?
10,000.
6,000.
8,948.
2,500.
40,000.
40.
Down in Decatur,
Who
on New Year's
estimated
Day,
that?
they had the solar plunge, the plunge, not solar plunge, but the plunge into the Tennessee River. Polar bear participants. Here's a shot of some of them right there.
My word.
Brave,
Oh my.
How
brave
many people jumped in half naked to freeze?
25.
Too
100.
many.
Gotta go with
Yeah.
Joe Carlucci. And there's another shot of a guy that went for his first time. There he is right there. Hey, Dusty, I didn't know you. Hey, is that Danny Crawford?
It looks like you know it.
A little over 100.
It does look like
A
Dan.
little over 100.
It does, Mark. Yeah, it does look like Mark.
Looks like Mark
Last
May.
year, after Clemson got beat by Alabama on two special teams, the onside kick and the kickoff return by Kenyon Drake. Now, this is in the paper this morning, USA Today. Stabo went out and hired a crew to come in and help with the special teams because they knew that Saban had studied all about them. When was the last time Alabama gave up a kickoff return?
Zack, I'm looking right at you because I know the answer, but I'm going to let you answer.
Kickoff return?
Kickoff return for
Gave
touchdown.
up the kickoff.
Against Auburn.
2003.
Against Auburn.
14.
Oh, yeah, the kick
14, I need
six.
more than that.
The kick
2011.
six.
13.
6-6.
Kickoff
No, I would have
return.
kickoff return.
Oh, kickoff return.
Season opener in 2014.
And you guys call yourself
I mean,
famous.
Zach, I'm
Y'all
so.
thought y'all knew it all.
You was thinking kick six of it.
Yeah.
Charles Manson has had to go to the
His son,
hospital.
because he's having medical issues, he's fell. And he might die. And his son, it's not even his real son. He thinks it's his
Sharon
son.
Tate's sister was told 2 years ago he was going to die. He hasn't yet.
That ain't even the question. He killed all those people in 1969.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's 82 years old. Here's the question. When is he up for parole again?
He just,
What?
2027.
He's not.
no, he's not. He just got denied.
Abby's right. 2020. Yeah, I know, but he's up again in 2027.
He's not
but he's
gonna make
82. He ain't gonna
He
get
can make
out.
it.
All right.
He doesn't need to get out.
USA Today reports this morning.
Who was that?
That's his girlfriend.
That's him and his
wife.
girlfriend or wife. Yeah. They didn't get
He
married.
looks like a
Why?
boxer.
His
Yeah,
girlfriend.
fiance.
They never did get married.
Oh, they
They
didn't.
never. They
Where
never.
did they make, how they make pen pals?
Yeah.
On her first day in
Sick
office,
people.
Representative Lisa Blunt Rochester made history for her state. She was sworn into Congress yesterday, became both the first African-American woman and the first woman to represent Delaware in the federal office. Wow. What two states are the only states to never elect a woman to Congress?
Alabama.
Wrong.
No, contradiction.
Ohio.
Wrong.
Mississippi.
I bet they're northerners.
Florida,
What?
North
Look
Dakota,
on there.
They're Delaware right there.
South Dakota,
New York? No.
New York City.
New York City's not
We
a
don't
state.
know.
So the
Idaho.
historians don't know.
Idaho.
We don't know.
Ah, Greg, know it all, history teacher. I thought you would know all stuff like this. Vermont and Mississippi have never elected a woman to Congress.
Sid, Mississippi.
Huh? All right, here we go.
New Hampshire's next door.
All right, will Trump let Obama go quietly? This is an editorial article here, and one of the guys always down in
Obama's
people.
not going to go quietly.
Former presidents have not always backed away from politics, but most times they do. What former president actually had an unusual deal? He served After serving presidency 2 years after that, he served 17 years in the House of Representatives.
George Bush.
17.
No.
Johnson.
Was it Taft, President Taft?
Nope.
George Washington.
Adams.
Which one?
John.
John.
John Quincy Adams.
John Quincy.
Yes.
He served 2 terms?
He served 2 terms, but he also, I think he did, but then he waited 2 years and then served 17 years in the House of Representatives. What 2 presidents that were former presidents actually ran again on a 3rd ticket? I'll give y'all the years. 1848 and 1912.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt was one.
Yeah.
No.
Martin Van Buren.
Never would have got it.
All right. Go to the NFL playoffs start this weekend, you know.
Yeah, they do.
The real
Saturday
football.
afternoon and Sunday afternoon. Connor Cook will make his...
For the Raiders.
That is the right answer. What history will he set?
The first quarterback to ever start, rookie quarterback to start a playoff.
That is a correct answer, Joe Carlucci.
You know what, Jamie?
What?
The last game he started
Was it against?
was against Alabama. Got beat 31-0. So.
Joe Carlucci from New York City. That is
New
the
York
right answer.
City.
Y'all know they got the big thing going on in Las Vegas right now. They have thousands of people out there. The electronic show. It's one of the biggest shows they ever
Yeah,
have.
CES show. I was
No,
there.
I've never, but it's amazing.
I was
What
there
kind of
last
show
year.
is it?
It's an electronic show.
CES
They got
show.
everything from new beds that lift you up when you start snoring and
They
stuff
have
like that.
TVs on the fridge. You can see everything inside it. It tells you when it's going to go bad from your phone.
Acer,
Really?
Yeah.
Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, has got the Predator 21X, which makers say it's the first notebook computer with a curved screen. It's got all kinds of stuff on 21-inch display, 64 GB, DDR4 2400 memory, up to 4, 5, 12 GB solid state
Having that
drives.
back in the day.
What does it sell for?
$3,500.
$2 grand.
2495.
10,000.
Got to go with Joe Carlucci from New York City.
I was at the
New
show.
York City.
$9,000.
9,000.
I'm on a roll. today.
USA Today is
keep my
the
Mac.
only Mustang man may know the correct answer to this.
I can't see that.
Survey says what 37%, this was the most, what is the most popular color vehicle in America?
Red.
White.
Red.
White is the correct
White?
answer.
White.
White.
What is the next color?
Red.
Silver.
Blue.
No, black.
Black. That'd be another
We
correct
saw it
answer.
on the screen.
Then
Then
gray
silver.
and silver.
Austin
I
Drive.
actually wrote an article about that last year.
That's why I know you would know that one.
The most expensive is red.
All right, let's move over to some hard questions. Championship tickets are at a record high this weekend. You're fortunate enough to have one.
Dusty McLemore.
Right.
Last year, they were about $19.99 to go to Scottsdale, Arizona. How much is the average
Average.
ticket price?
$750.
$850.
$1,000.
1250.
1,200.
1,400.
$1,200 is just the get-in price to stand up, I guess. Average
Goodness.
ticket price.
Average.
1,800.
3,000.
2,500.
3,000.
3.
Gloria Cooper, $3,500.
The regular price.
right.
We'll pass the bucket around 2 times Sunday, Dusty, to get you that one, okay?
Could have got some for $450 a
Son.
while back if I knew
Did
this.
y'all hear about this
Promise
story?
you I didn't pay that.
What was American Idol runner-up to Carrie Underwood, Bo Bice, called at the Atlanta airport this week that caused him to burst into tears?
What was he called?
Yeah.
A white boy.
A white boy at the Popeyes restaurant at the airport. Have y'all not seen this?
What, has he lost his mind?
He burst into tears and said it is reverse discrimination because they mocked him for 5 minutes, calling him that white boy.
Bo, I voted for you, American.
Have y'all not seen this?
Come on. What's...
He says
Bo.
he's basically
He's sensitive.
it's double standards.
Oh, come on, Bo, grow up.
And he has cut his hair now, and it shows him teared up.
That
I
him?
don't even know him.
That's not good.
Sean Hannity started his career next door with Bill Donovan.
Yes, he
Flew
did.
over and interviewed Julian Assange the other day about there is no way the Russians cracked WikiLeaks guy. John Podesta's email was busted into, you know.
A 10-year-old could have done it.
Yeah, his
What?
password
What
was
was his
Password was
password? His
password.
password was password. And they said a 14-year-old could have busted in on it.
How dumb can
I
you
would have used
be?
password. I used that.
Don't.
I know now not to. Yeah.
Go change
All right,
it.
the Obamas are set to, what was the name of Barack Obama's memoirs he put out in 1995, got $15 million for it?
15 million.
Dreams of My Father's a... Have you got that book?
No.
Okay, I wouldn't admit if I did. Well, they're scheduled to get $40 million, 20 each, he and his wife,
Oh, my
to tell all
goodness.
about the White House. Zach, words of wisdom. I got two
Why
other
do they
simple
need
questions.
to do anything
I
else?
thought I already did that.
All right, no one will ever convince me that prayer doesn't work.
That's a good
Amen.
one, Zach.
Here we
Good
go.
one. 2 in a row.
Y'all saw the video of the two twin boys when the Chester drawer fell over. It's got 4 million views.
I did.
You haven't seen that?
Yeah.
Come on,
say,
Joseph. Have y'all seen it? Right there.
Fake.
The video falls over. The other kid gets up and lifts it off.
2-year-old.
4 million views. What's wrong with this picture?
Fake.
It is.
Somebody's underneath there.
Fake news.
It shows it falling over and everything, but here's what the real story
You
is.
can't
After
pick
the
that
mother
up.
went on all the national TV shows talking about it, there they are right there. It was a hoax. Daddy works for a video monitor company that set the monitor up, just happened to be on the Chester drawers that had nothing in any of the drawers, and no adult came in after hearing such a loud bang.
And they were
So
empty,
it's kind of
too.
like that hoax where the little boy.
So they got an-
balloon.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they got on all these shows.
But they went on all these shows saying it happened. What a
Right.
bunch of-
But he worked for a video monitoring. And they said, ain't it strange that the monitor just happened to be on that Chester drawer?
Say,
Yeah.
Sure was in
Plus, that little boy couldn't pick that thing up.
It was empty.
Last question. American Pharaoh won the Kentucky Derby last year. First time since when?
1978.
That's a good answer,
Secretary.
37 years ago. But here's a real
What's the
question.
question?
37
All right.
years
Talking about
ago.
triple crown.
What is a stud fee for him?
$2 million.
What's that? What?
200,000. How
Oh,
many
you
mares
said that.
has he mated with since he retired?
35.
33.
1.
No.
200.
That's what I
Wow,
meant.
He's,
1 plus
he's
9.
been
One.
busy.
100,
His first foal was born.
1,000 per 100. Huh?
Looks like a winner
How much
there.
did he win in racing? Look at that. That's a stud, ain't it?
Pretty
How much did he win in racing?
40 million.
86 million.
8.6 million.
Yeah, 8.6.
He is expected to make how much in stud fees in his career?
500,000.
$1
$1 billion.
Billion.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Boy, it pays to be
Really.
a stud, don't it, Dusty?
Come back as a race. Come back as a racehorse.
All right, thank y'all for getting up with us and playing. We'll be right back. Y'all hang on.
No. Okay, everyone, we are back. 31 degrees out there. Bundle up on your way out. It is chilly out there this morning, but we're going to see temperatures rise today to around 44 degrees.
Y'all say it was
won't be
snowing already?
all that bad. Yes, the S word comes out for Friday. Snow
Save
could
it.
happen just a little bit. No, that's Saturday. Just a little bit. Well, no, actually, that's Monday. Just a little bit of snow, just a dusting possible tomorrow. So don't worry, don't panic. No milk and bread run needed or
pizza.
necessary. The rest of the forecast, though, it will start warming up quite nicely next week. Look at there, back to the 50s.
Whoa, chilly, 18, 17, 18
Those
degrees
lows are pretty
tonight.
low, though, yeah.
Whoa, I hope his knee don't freeze up on me.
Frozen knee.
Joe, what's going on down at world famous Pizza Joe's Pizzeria?
We got a big prayer group Saturday morning, 6 a.m.
Men only.
Men only.
Is that open to the public?
Anybody who wants to come.
Do I need prayer?
Then I'll start charging for parking outside.
You're not.
No.
Does it do that at Lindsay Lane, too, Dusty? Can you do something with him?
I've been parking I'll have to park a handicap spot for another couple of weeks. So what else? What are your hours down there now?
Same, Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9. Friday and Saturday, 11 to 9:30. Sunday, still closed at Lindsay Lane, half the day. loving it.
Well, you've been in Athens now a little over a year?
Year and a half.
So how's
Going
a
on
New
2
Yorker?
years.
How's a New Yorker fit in Athens, Alabama?
How do I fit in?
Very well.
Quite
Very well.
Very well.
You just have to learn to adapt and accept. And,
And he did.
Yeah.
you know, it took a lot of work, you know, a lot of grind. But I credit God and Lindsay Lane and Dusty and you. And
I
it's
noticed
been great.
you quit grooming yourself quite the way you used
They
to.
were just trying to get ready.
Grooming
for
myself?
Grooming yourself when you would have the black beard.
Oh, no, I'm going to get that today.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, because I have the hair, my facial hair is like his hair, gray. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No,
mine
I'm
is
coming
too.
back. No, it's coming back.
That
All right,
happens when
Dusty,
you
all
get our
everything,
age, I
all the
guess.
vacationing over at Lindsay Lane back in
Back in the
full
saddle,
swing?
Jamie. Had a good staff meeting yesterday with my staff and getting ready. We're ready.
He's
Everybody
more
been
ready.
closed over there for a week. Let's talk about the men's conference coming up. Y'all, I see you've let Joel Carlisle in down at First Baptist.
Yeah, we let him in. He paid us well. But no, we let Joel in. It's going to be great. Have Clemens and First Baptist and Lindsay Lane all come together and all the men. And so we're looking forward to that. We're going to have each have 30 minutes, supposedly.
And you
Each
guys
of us
talk
have
for only
30
30
minutes.
minutes?
And we're going to talk and have a good time singing, give gifts away.
There's tickets to be on sale. I guess we'll start that kind of later toward the end of the month.
Yeah, $20, keeping it $20 still, having a meal. Meal starts at 5 o'clock, and probably barbecue again. And
And
so
if
anyways,
you don't want to eat, you can still show up.
yeah, you can still show up. We start at 6:30. That's a good point. Start at 6:30, but if you can't get there at 5, just come at 6:30.
We'll be talking about that a lot coming up. Let's talk about what you talked about Sunday. You gave Roy Williams a plug and read about Roy trying to keep everybody physically healthy during this new year. You wanted to go off and start spiritually healthy. How do most people do that?
Well, we put a lot of emphasis on the outside, our physical body, which is deteriorating and perishing, in which our souls, if you will, our spirit is renewed day by day, as the Scripture says. And so it's just a matter of priority. We all have to fight that because, this is what you see, right? This is what you see, but who we are is on the inside. And so we got to work out, we talk about losing, we need to gain spiritually. And so it's just a matter of getting that in your mind and really thinking on it, pondering on it, meditating on it, and just getting priorities. I've had to fight that myself because I like to work out and stay healthy and all that, and I try to. But it's something has to give at times. When you spend a lot of time in the gym and you put a lot of emphasis on the outside, something's got to suffer, and usually it's our spirituality. And so it's
How
just
many people always make New Year's resolution? How many of them made a resolution, I'm going to start doing what's right, trying to go to church every Sunday now?
Or waking up every morning, and the first thing you do
Right.
is thank God for breathing. And
Yeah.
thank God to be on this earth. And then pray. And just for
Yeah.
another day. Because at any minute,
Yeah.
any day you can be gone, but you should thank Him
Right.
every day. We
And
start
really,
the
it don't
week
take a lot of time. People think, well, I can't devote an hour to this. 15 minutes or so. Just start out. You'll automatically grow because you'll get used to it and you'll like it. But if you give 15 minutes a day to your spiritual life, especially in the morning time, it really help you. It really
And
will.
then show up on Sunday would be helpful too.
Yeah, it would. That's right. It's good to be there.
Yeah.
Good to be
And
there
on
in
time.
person.
On time, too.
On time, right. Exactly right.
There's been so many accidents lately that you've heard in the news just here in the local
Yeah,
area, too.
that's right.
I mean, young people passing away. And
Yeah,
it's
you
like
think about those
never
two
know.
actors that just passed away, 53, one of them, and the other one, you wonder
Okay,
where they are today.
Speaking of Roy and Gwen's church, 2 members of their church were killed in that ATV accident over the New
They
Year's
were
Day weekend
young,
when
too.
that
In their 40s, I think.
that's Razor
Yeah.
hit that tree at a high rate of
Right.
speed. Nobody had a seatbelt or helmet on, so you never know.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Buckle
right.
up. It's such an easy thing to do.
You gotta-
And we accept members. We ain't full yet. We accept
That's
members
right.
just like you this morning. If you're anywhere you can see or hear us, come down, sit on the front with us. Me, Danny, Joe, Gloria, a whole bunch of
Well, I'm not in the
That's
front
not
anymore. I
funny.
moved.
And it just goes to show that as a Christian, you can have a good time. We have a blast. We really do. We have fun here. We have fun at church. And then we just have a good time at Cho's Pizza.
Yep.
We have a great time enjoying life. And so it's just, people got a misconception about being a Christian. That
And
you
I'm
just-
selling tickets to my baptismal down that way.
Yeah, sure is.
As soon as I can walk and not fall into the thing, I'll be
When
good
is
to
that?
go. Huh?
What is that?
I don't know.
I've heard a lot of church members are going to be giving Dusty an extra $20, $30.
Yeah, I'm
Hold
already
him down for
How
an
you think
extra
I'm going that game?
Hey, I'm trying to find me a good-looking shower cap now. All right, anything else we need to know about Lindsay Lane or Joe's Pizza?
Just thank God.
Let me just say, I'm going to start a new series not this Sunday, but next Sunday on invitation. So we're going to really challenge our people to invite people.
Or how to get a free ticket to a ball game.
That's right, exactly right.
What is your prediction for the game?
I'm like Zack. I believe Alabama's going to blow them out.
Wow.
I really do. Now, I didn't think that before, but I believe 28-10.
All right. Well, I'll be looking for you when we sit there watching it at home Monday night.
28-10.
All right, thank y'all for coming up. Roll Tide. See you.
Roll
Saturday.
Eagle.
Say
We
it.
never say that.
Roll Eagle.
We'll take a break. Come back. We got a special we're going to run at the end of the program today. One of Danny's mini movies. It's 8 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll cut the cussing out. So it'll be coming up next.
It's a different
Y'all hang
side
on.
of Danny.
Danny's, I'm going to do a series on Danny.
And now it's time for Cruise In, sponsored by the best plumbers on earth. All-star plumbers. Y'all may need them this weekend. Eddie Pruitt Ford, that's where our Mustang we got for sale is right now. Getting all tuned up. It's ready to go. And Brad Silva talked to Brad last night. He's going to be at the men's conference with us.
All right.
Mark me down another one, Joe. Not at your place, but at the church. Coming up on the 10th. And now, here he is, the old Mustang man. Ain't no car shows this weekend.
Your car don't need a tune-up. It ain't got but about
Well,
1,500
oil had to
miles.
be changed.
First oil change?
Second.
That's incredible.
It's got 2,700 miles on it.
Okay, well, that's not too bad. Yeah, it's too early for car shows, too cold, too much snow and ice predictions. But I did want to mention something. I sent Brad some information. Every year, this time of the year, when you're cooped up, you're in the house, you don't have anything to do, any car shows to go to, Barrett Jackson on Velocity Channel every year used to be on the Speed Network, has the Barrett Jackson car auction. This is their 46th annual. Last year they sold almost 1,500 cars.
Wow.
And I mean, I'm totally addicted to this. When it's on, I zone out. I mean,
Live or is it tape?
it's live. They used to only have it on weekends, like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but now live coverage starts on Tuesday night. They have celebrities, they have celebrity cars there. It's just so much fun to watch. I mean, if my dad's over, if my father-in-law's over to the house, you know, they like to reminisce about, oh, I had one like that. Or I took
You wish
your
they
mama,
still had it?
Yeah, you know, I took your mom on her first date in that car. Look at how big the building is. It used to be one structure. Now it's just miles and miles and miles of cars. So tune into that if you're bored, if you're cooped up, you're ready to see some hot-looking hot rods, January the 14th through whatever that said it was.
What about the new Mustang they're coming out with?
Which one?
The hybrid.
Oh, the hybrid?
Hybrid.
Has that been verified yet? I don't think that's
Well, it
true.
says, that's what my information says. There it is right
Well,
there. Plug it in and go.
I just can't
I just
see
can't
that.
imagine that either.
I mean, no sound.
Who wants a Mustang that doesn't have
Doesn't
that
sound. Yeah, I don't know. Even people have complained about the four-cylinder twin turbo, that it doesn't have that grunt of an exhaust sound. Well, I don't want it. I mean, I used to have a V6 Mustang, and it was pretty nice. I did a lot of mods to it. I had some mufflers that sounded good, but
I got a brand new 50th anniversary. I'll get shut up in a heartbeat. Don't need it.
I'd like to have it, but my price would have to be a little lower.
Chris
I ain't
is
losing
saying,
that
no,
much
Joseph,
money.
Yeah, no more payments. But
All right. Now, you got the movie coming out. You're just telling Dusty about it.
yeah, it actually starts tonight at Hollywood 18 and the Monaco. You have to go online to look at the times.
Are you in a cameo
Well,
appearance?
I've had about. I did 4 different scenes that we
You
filmed.
really don't know until you
No,
watch
I
the
haven't. I
movie.
mean, I've seen myself in 2 trailers. There's a trailer where
That's good.
we're out by the capsule, and I'm playing a NASA launch crew. I've got my little clipboard, and I'm standing there. I got my little hat on. It looks like Krispy Kreme. And then there's another scene where John Glenn is getting into the capsule for the launch, and I'm helping him into the capsule.
Really?
You made
Yeah.
the cut?
Well, I've
If
seen
you're in the
myself in the trailer.
trailer, Danny,
Well,
if you're
Danny's
in the
talked about
trailer,
that. He
are
says
you
a time or two he's been in a trailer and then didn't make the movie.
Oh,
There's no guarantees,
disappointing.
but it's
Okay.
at least you made the trailer, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll
Big dog,
see.
Danny. Joseph sent us a 8-minute thing on you did, what, 4 or 5 years ago?
Oh, this was probably 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah, at least.
Yesterday you explained, we're going to show that y'all in just a moment. It's really, really
cute.
good. And it had a few cuss words in, but Brad hopefully cut some
I don't
of them.
write them.
He did.
Mama, I don't write them. I just do them.
Tell us how this deal works. This is really enjoyable what y'all are about to see.
48-Hour Film Festival started several years ago where young filmmakers in America, all over the country, they'll pick a day or a month, and in each weekend of that month, they'll pick certain cities in the country to compete against each other. Nashville was our city that we worked out of. There were 32 different productions that day for the 48-hour film festival going on in Nashville. There's cameras everywhere in that town.
And you say 48 hours, you mean you got 48 hours to write the script, shoot it, edit it, finish.
You don't even
And you
know.
don't even know what it is yet.
You don't even know what it is. When the clock starts, you're picking your movie out of a big fishbowl,
goodness.
and the genre of it, and a comedy or drama or whatever. And we got a road movie. This is what's called a road film, where something has to start at one place, travel, and finish at another place. And you'll see. But you get a team together on Friday afternoon at about 6. And they all have a base camp. You stay there and you wait. The guys pick the genre. They start writing it immediately. There's a bunch of actors in the basement. There's grips in the living room. There's makeup people in the kitchen. It's mad. It's crazy, because the clock's ticking. You got 48 hours to complete it, to finish it.
Oh,
It
goodness.
can
No
only be
pressure.
8 minutes long. That's the max, and it has to tell a story. And our little film got third that day in Nashville out of 32. So.
And you shot this because it ends in a big mansion. And whose mansion was that?
That's Roy Orbison's old mansion in Nashville, yeah. And it was up for sale, so it was empty. And the kid that shot the movie, his mom was a real estate agent and snuck us in there.
That's funny.
But yeah, very interesting.
What else do we need to know about it? I'm about to air this exclusively right here on ZTV 11.
Well, it's only 8 minutes long, so don't get bored with it. But it's
funny.
The thing about a short film, like Three Stooges, is an example
Love 'em.
of a short film. They have a start, a middle, and an end.
guy
So it is a
thing.
film. It is a movie. Even some of these music videos are movies. In 3 minutes, you get a story. So watch it close. Listen to every word.
How hard was it to do this?
Oh, it was different. I mean, as an actor, you don't load trucks and help pick up cameras.
Did you write it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
48 hours. They
48 hours.
They did this entire thing.
yeah. It's.
Would you do it again?
No, I don't need to do it again. It's on the resume. So, but it's. I think it's something that every actor.
I was going to say, what about a new actor?
Yeah,
Should
you
I
should- you
try
should.
one sometime?
Yeah, it makes you appreciate.
You need
it.
that
It's really
pressure.
good. Y'all are about to enjoy it. First time ever. We're going to share it to you right now.
Jamie does it twice a
I do
week.
it every day. Actually, I'm up here, yeah. Anyway, roll tide. We'll see y'all back Wednesday of next
No,
week.
that's much harder than
I'm
what
getting
we
better
do.
by better. I want to thank Dr. Eric Stanford and all the great folks at Ortho Sports. And
All
Will
the
and
nurses were
folks down at
great.
Dreher, down at the Wellness Center.
And the Athens Limestone Hospital, the nurses there, the
Getting
staff
me
was
well. I'll
wonderful.
put a hug here. Let's go local and loved it, and we're going to share this 8-minute movie of our buddy Danny Vinson.
She got the house too. Where am I supposed to live? She got the house. She got the stock. She got the dog. My dog. She'd have my too if she knew where they were. You're not worth the money I paid you. I guarantee you that. I don't care if you are my brother. I'm going to call you back. You scratched my bumper.
Oh! Well, don't mind me. Idiot.
The car.
My letter. My letter. Where's my letter?
Are you going to live?
My leg hurts. Oh, and my shoulder, too. Ah! My back!
Everybody says they're back. Why not complain about your neck, too, lady?
You're gonna have to take me to the hospital.
I'm not taking you to no hospital, woman. Okay, where's this hospital?
St. Louis.
What? It's over 100 miles away.
They got good doctors there.
Ain't no freaking way I'm taking you to St. Louis, woman. Hey! Shut up.
Well, then take me to St. Louis.
What's so good in St. Louis?
I just inherited $2 million.
You, $2 million.
Yeah, that's what the letter says right here. Faye Maloney is the heiress to a $2 million family fortune. But I gotta claim it by 6 p.m. tonight.
How do homeless people get mail? Number 3 under the bridge, apartment 2?
We have our ways.
And how do I know you're this Faye Baloney person?
Maloney.
So how do I know?
There, Faye Maloney, me.
That's you. Lady in that picture actually looks kind of pretty.
How did your wife get so lucky?
Oh, don't get me started. So, the private detective tells me she's shacking up with my boss. So I go have it out with him. Yeah, punch him out. Yeah. And he fires me. All because of that selfish, fat, stupid woman. Huh.
Gee, and it makes you wonder why she sought comfort in the arms of another man.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let's go.
How do these things work?
What are you doing with an iPod?
Took it off one of the tables.
What? Are you a kleptomaniac or something?
It's actually a mental illness. More than it is a criminal act. You know, I can't help it. I got caught a lot. My husband left. I spent a year in women's detention, and when I got out, I was on the street.
Mental illness, huh? Too bad Jerry Lewis doesn't have a telethon for you. Help the crazy lady! I'm just fooling around.
I've heard worse.
You know, without all that dirt and crap on you, you actually made look pretty good. May I open the door for you, man?
Thank you.
Look at you. Well, I'll be darned. You got a cell phone?
No, it's yours. And there's writing on it from Ralph.
Hey, that's my lawyer. What's that say?
Good news. She gave you custody of the season tickets to the symphony.
Good news, my. She knows I hate that crap. Go ahead, walk all over me. Symphony.
You don't believe I'm inheriting $2 million, do you?
No. Nope.
Why are you still driving me?
No job to go back home to. No wife waiting. Thank God. Symphony's not for another week. What the hell else do I got to do?
What is your name?
Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
I grew up here.
Faye Maloney?
That's me.
I knew your aunt very well. Not a nice lady. And this is your husband.
No, I'm divorced.
Ah. Your aunt's will clearly stipulates that you can have the money only if you are married.
Wake up in the morning, you notice where it's at. Everybody says he's a real gone cat. Get out of here. Get out of here. Early in the morning, we're here for you. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here, spread the news. Jamie's on the show and Glory too, having lots of fun, asking what to do. Get out of here. Get out of here.